Most personal loan companies cap you at $50,000. A few will go up to $100,000. BHG Financial goes up to $250,000 with no collateral, no home appraisal, and up to 10 years to pay it back. Even crazier, BHG Financial personal loan payments won't show up on your credit report. In this honest BHG Financial personal loan review, we'll lay out whether this large unsecured personal loan is too good to be true and whether you'd actually even qualify. If you're new here, welcome. We break down financial products so you can make smarter money decisions without drowning in jargon. Hit that subscribe button and like this video. It helps keep us relevant with the algorithm. All right, let's get into it. BHG Financial, short for Bankers Healthcare Group, started out serving medical professionals, and that legacy still shows up in their product today. They're one of the few lenders in the market offering truly large unsecured personal loans. They're available in 48 states, so they offer their loans in a vast majority of the country. Let's talk specifics because that's where personal loan reviews get useful. BHG offers loan amounts of a minimum of $20,000 up to a maximum of $250,000. That upper limit is almost unheard of for an unsecured personal loan, meaning no collateral required. Most personal loans cap out around $50,000. Lightstream and SoFi go up to $100,000. BHG goes up to $250,000. These big loans can be particularly good personal loans for debt consolidation, especially if you have a lot of debt to consolidate. Their APRs range from 6.49% on the low end up to 28.89% on the high end. That low end is competitive in the industry, but keep in mind only the highest quality applicants will qualify for a rate that low. Their repayment terms are in year increments from 2 to 10 years, so there's a lot of flexibility. The longer term, the lower your monthly payment, but longer terms usually have higher interest rates as well. So it's best to pick the shortest term you can afford in your monthly budget. They also offer occasional limited time discounts. Here's something interesting. If you're in medicine, doctor, dentist, nurse, whatever, ask about their profession discount specifically. It's not widely advertised. Here's where I want to slow down because fees are where loan offers that look great on the surface can quietly cost you more than you expected. BHG does charge an origination fee between 1% and 5%. On a $100,000 loan, that's $1,000 to $5,000 rolled into your loan. If your loan has an origination fee, it's important to remember that it will be accounted for in the APR. Your APR will include the interest rate as well as any unavoidable fees, like origination fees. But BHG does not have application fees, documentation fees, or non-sufficient fund fees. If you are late on a payment, BHG will charge you the lesser of 5% of the payment amount, or $40. A BHG personal loan does not have a prepayment penalty. It's important to note that some people get confused about this because BHG's business loans have different rules. For their personal loans, there is not a prepayment lockout period. You can pay it off whenever you want. This is the section where some of you are going to self-select out, and that's okay because it's better to know now. BHG Financial requirements are more stringent than most. The minimum credit score for a BHG personal loan is 640. That is middle of the fair credit range, not the most exclusive threshold, but pair that with the next requirement. You will need a minimum household income of $100,000. I know $100,000 sounds like a high bar, and it is, but think about it from the lender's perspective. If you're borrowing $150,000 unsecured, they need confidence that you can handle the payments. These are big loans, so it makes sense that BHG would have an income floor. If you are struggling to qualify, no need to turn away quite yet. BHG will accept co-signers or co-borrowers on their loans. Adding a co-borrower can strengthen your application, especially if your co-borrower is in a stronger financial situation. But remember, the co-borrower or co-signer will be responsible for the loan if you fail to repay it. Speed matters when you're dealing with financial stress, so let's cover the timeline. You can pre-qualify with no impact to your credit score. That's always a green flag. This lets you preview your loan offers before committing. The hard inquiry check only happens after you've been approved, not when you apply. It will only hit your credit report if you decide to move forward and accept the loan. You can be approved as soon as the same business day, and the money can land in your account as soon as 5 business days. so you could potentially go from application to money in your account within a week. For a loan of this size, that's pretty fast. They also offer direct-to-creditor payments by request, meaning if you're consolidating your debt, they can pay off your creditors directly instead of sending the money to you first. That's a great operational detail if you're worried about spending the funds, either accidentally or by temptation. But you have to specifically ask for this service up front. BHG does have a few quality of life features worth calling out. You can choose your payment due date and change it later. That's a real flexibility for people whose cash flow isn't perfectly predictable. For some lenders, changing a due date is extremely difficult, or not even possible at all. They offer grace periods and hardship or forbearance programs, which means if life happens, there may be relief options available to you. If you see trouble coming, call them before you miss a payment. Every lender would rather work with you than send you to collections. And being proactive might even save you a late fee. A lot of people wonder if BHG Financial reports to credit bureaus. Actually, BHG is unique amongst lenders. They actually don't report your payments to the credit bureaus. Now that's a two-edged sword. On one hand, a perfect payment history with BHG won't help you build your credit score. On the other hand, if you're looking to get a mortgage or auto loan, the BHG loan won't stick out like a sore thumb on your credit report. Whether that's a feature or a bug depends entirely on where you are in your financial life. Based on everything we've covered, BHG Financial is a strong fit if you need to borrow between $20,000 and $250,000 without collateral. They are one of only a few lenders that will lend up to $250,000. If you have a household income of at least $100,000 and a credit score above 640, want long repayment terms to keep monthly payments low, are a medical professional looking for a rate discount, or if you need to consolidate high-interest debt at scale. In short, this is one of the best large unsecured personal loans, especially if you're looking for a really large unsecured personal loan. BHG Financial is probably not the right fit if you have a household income below $100,000, have a credit score below 640, or want your payments to build your credit history. And it's probably not the best thing if you need a loan under $20,000 for a short-term emergency. One of the most important things you can do to make sure you're getting the best possible APR on a loan, especially a large unsecured personal loan, is to shop around. Other great lenders who lend as much as $100,000 include Lightstream, SoFi, and USAA. The only way you know whether you're getting the APR you deserve is to apply to several lenders. Now that can be time-consuming, but it doesn't have to be. At the Yukon Project website, we have a lending marketplace page. You can select the amount you need and your credit score. When you apply to one of our featured lenders, we will automatically check your rate with up to 40 lenders behind the scenes. Our partners use a soft credit check, so applying won't impact your credit score. We will show you all of your approved offers so you can be confident you're getting the best deal available to you. Here's the final verdict. BHG fills a very specific niche: large unsecured personal loans for high-income borrowers. If you match that profile, very few lenders can compete with their loan ceilings, term flexibility, and clean fee structure. My overall take is that they are worth exploring if you qualify, especially for debt consolidation, where a $250,000 ceiling and a 10-year loan term can dramatically simplify your financial picture. If this review is helpful to you, drop a like. It genuinely helps this channel grow. And if you've used BHG Financial, drop your experience below. The good, the bad, whatever. Real reviews help real people. Thanks for watching.